Hey guys, SuperHorrorBro Mike here, and in today's video we are reacting to the first ever gameplay trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, the Ruin DLC. Now if you guys remember, the Ruin DLC was announced around a year ago. It's going to be this massive free DLC available for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, and it seems to take place in the ruins of the Pizza Plex if we treat the Afton ending as the true ending, where of course Gregory and Freddy escaped Burn Trap as the entire Pizza Plex collapsed around them and everything was engulfed in flames. The animatronics now patrolling in a mangled form. It looked really cool from the poster, but we know very little about it. Now what you're actually looking at the moment is the Security Breach TV website. That actually updated for the first time in about 2 years. It last updated around the time of Security Breach releasing, and we've got this new device on here which seems to be some kind of like portable control center, a little computer, almost like a retro type laptop, and it has the Glamrock Freddy pattern on it as well. So this seems to be maybe something we would use to control Freddy, something that we can carry around with us. I'm not sure if this is perhaps going to be a gameplay mechanic in this Ruin DLC, but it's very interesting that this just updated and we now have a trailer linked to the site here. As you can see, it says the video is unavailable on the screen, but if we go over to Steel Wool Studios YouTube channel, you can see that we actually have the trailer here. So sit back guys, and we're going to watch the Security Breach Ruin DLC trailer together now and see what it's all about. Ooh, ominous. Ooh, it looks all boarded up.
Cassie, I hope you get this message.
Is that Gregory?
I'm trapped here at the Pizza Plex.
I think that's Gregory's voice.
What's left of it?
Look at it, it looks completely ran down.
I don't have time to go into how I got here, but you've got to help me out.
So dark everywhere.
Save me, Cassie.
Cassie?
Please.
Wait, are we playing as Cassie?
It's so dark down here.
Oh god, is that Roxy? Wait, what was that? Was that a hacking device? Chica, there's that computer. Yeah, look, it's a computer device and a hacking device, yeah. Walkie-talkie with Roxy. But what was that? Was that a dog? Oh god, is that that's Monty, isn't it? That's Roxy, man, she's got no face. Sun and Moon, animatronic. Wait, is that Bonnie? I can't keep up with it, it's too much guys, I'm gonna have to look at this.
Don't give up on me yet.
July 2023, no way, it's coming out in, wait, is that 2 months? Less, like 6 weeks probably. That's crazy. Guys, that was awesome, that looked so cool. I'm gonna have to definitely look at that again though, because I missed so much. I was trying to like keep up with that, and I was just like, what is happening? But it looked like we saw Bonnie briefly at the end there, and I'm sure I saw like the Vanny mask being put on. I'm not sure. I think we're playing as Cassie, from what I could see. Guys, that looked really awesome, but I think the best thing to do is to go back and actually re-watch it with you guys and sort of go back frame by frame and sort of analyze what we've seen there, because that was like, just like a million miles an hour. There's so much to take in. So you can see the first shot, we've got the front of a Pizza Plex all kind of boarded up and there's like newspaper covering the windows. It actually looks like it's daytime outside, as you can see the sunlight flooding through the holes in the newspapers. And it seems like we've got Cassie jumping through a hole in the window there, and it seems like she's wearing like a long sleeved outfit. That's how we can tell it's her there. Obviously this shows that the Pizza Plex is indeed abandoned, it's closed down and hasn't been in use for quite some time. We've even got graffiti in the lower corner, which sort of suggests that lots of people have broken in here before, perhaps that's why the window's broken, and it's fallen into a state of disrepair for quite some time.
Cassie, I hope you get this message. I'm trapped here at the Pizza Plex, or what's left of it.
So yeah, Gregory confirms at the start that he's trapped in the Pizza Plex, or what's left of it. Obviously it's in a state of ruin. You can see all the environments as well throughout this trailer are very dark, so it means we're probably going to be using our flashlight a lot. There are still some lights that are working, but most of the Pizza Plex seems to have been kind of engulfed in darkness as the power isn't really working properly anymore. Why would it? You know, it's been shut down. So it means we're going to be doing a lot of exploring in dark environments, which is going to be really, really creepy. And while it does seem we are going to be visiting the same environments again, each and every one has a new look now. They've all got graffiti everywhere, as I said, they're much darker, and they've all fallen into this state of disrepair, so everything's kind of like disheveled looking and kind of rotten and rancid looking, which is much creepier than it was in the very neon lit, bright, original environments of Security Breach. It's a nice contrast actually.
I don't have time to go into how I got here, But you've got to help me out.
Of course, we can also learn that Gregory and Cassie know each other from the outside before he came in because, you know, he's asking for her help. I'm guessing he contacted her with a walkie-talkie system. I'm not entirely sure, but it seems like she's kind of related to him or a friend of his. I don't know why she didn't just call the police. That would have been the more obvious thing to do, but I guess it's a video game. Or maybe there's some explanation in the story as for why she couldn't call the police. Maybe Gregory was on the run. There is a suggestion that he was an orphan at the end of the first game, so perhaps they didn't want to get the police involved for whatever reason. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Now, the first shot here, we actually get to see Roxanne Wolf. And Roxy has undergone a transformation. She's now in this kind of withered form where she's completely been stripped of all her outer shell. And she's just kind of walking around as mostly an endoskeleton, just kind of patrolling. Looks really, really scary. And I really dig the designs they've gone with. Some of the designs, like the Roxy and the Monty design, are pretty much just endoskeletons, whereas Chica does seem to retain some of her outer shell, as you'll see in a bit. Then we have this kind of device that we see Cassie working with. Now, this seems to be some kind of frequency tuner. I'm not sure if this is something we have to use to tune into other devices around a Pizzaplex, maybe tune into a power unit to open a door, or perhaps a radio frequency or something to turn on some kind of electronic device. But as you can see here, she's kind of just fiddling with the little dial on there, trying to tune into some kind of frequency for some reason. I'm guessing that's to solve puzzles or to navigate the stage, open up new areas. That would be my best guess. You can also see we've got the endoskeletons back. I hate those things. Of course, when we look away from them, they rush us. So there's going to be more of those horrible moments where we have to keep them in vision at all times while trying to navigate the environment so they don't rush us and insta-kill us. Now, this is interesting, guys. This next part. We have a computer, and this is actually the computer, which seems to be like a portable computer device that we saw at the start of this video on the website. Now, what happens is we use the little device in our hand to interact with this computer, and then it seems to give us like a portable camera system so that we can see where the animatronics are and try to perhaps shut them out of the area we're in or just sneak around them. So it seems like we're going to be able to maybe take this portable computer system around with us, but maybe we don't get to like use the flashlight at the same time because it's quite a big box. Maybe we have to like carry it around, and while we're carrying it around, we're vulnerable to attack. But it does seem like this is a sort of portable camera system, which is kind of cool. You know, it's like having a portable version of the gameplay system from the original Five Nights at Freddy's games. This next shot shows another kind of hacking, which seems to involve connecting different wires up, and once again we're using that little portable device to do the hacking. It seems like this is kind of like a multi-tool, where it can obviously interact with the computer to look at the different cameras, but also hack into radio frequencies and, as you can see here, interact with control panels to solve puzzles like powering different devices up around the Pizzaplex, perhaps turning the lights back on, doing any number of useful things. This next shot, we actually have the little Roxy walkie-talkie, which is really cute. And it's in this shot that we hear Cassie's voice speaking to Gregory for the first time as she tries to warn him of impending danger.
Gregory, run!
Then we get this shot which seems to be like of a scaffolding above the like Monty area, the Monty golf course area. And it seems like we're riding some kind of like roller coaster thing almost. And we come off the tracks and kind of fly down onto the scaffold there. And in this shot, of course, we can see Monty. He's almost like a kind of dog or a werewolf type enemy now. His outer shell's all stripped away, his teeth are broken. It's a pretty awesome design, to be honest, and looks actually pretty terrifying. And as Monty jumps onto Cassie, you can actually see she's having to wrestle with him so he doesn't bite her. I don't know if this is a game over screen or if this is like maybe just a cutscene that happens in the game. I'm wondering if perhaps somebody comes along and saves Cassie during this moment, because otherwise how is she going to hold this animatronic alligator at bay? I mean, he's really, really strong. So I'm guessing this is where Glamrock Freddy perhaps comes along, catches up to Cassie, grabs Monty and saves the day. I am assuming that Freddy is going to be like helpful and still like a good ally character. But of course there is the chance that he has been corrupted after what happened at the end of the game, with the Burn Trap trying to infiltrate his mind and Glitch Trap trying to go inside his head. It does seem like it's possible that Freddy won't be good, but I'm hoping he helps Cassie out here because she looks like she's in a sticky situation. We see a shot of Chica being taken away on a conveyor belt, so I don't know if that's maybe after we've managed to defeat her and she's just kind of been scrapped again. She doesn't have the best of luck in the security breach timeline by the look of it. This shot's interesting, guys, because we can actually see that it seems to be Glamrock Freddy stuck in this kind of garbage area here, stuck under all this rubble. So it seems like Cassie's going to find him and maybe free him. Perhaps Gregory will also be hanging around this area somewhere, although he may be sort of imprisoned somewhere deeper below. But yeah, it seems like we're going to be meeting Glamrock Freddy, and perhaps he's still friendly, perhaps he's going to help us out. We don't really get much here, but it does seem like this is meant to be Freddy, even though we can only see him partially. I'm guessing this is Freddy here in this shot. Then we get some shots of Roxy as she's grabbing us. We get a really good close-up look at her face, which looks like really terrifying. Her whole faceplate is gone. She looks like a completely different character there. And then the Sun and Moon animatronic, and now actually Sun and Moon sit on the same face as the face is broken in two, the eyes bulging out, and he seems to like be bursting through a door to try and grab us. It's really cool how this animatronic has maintained its neon colourful appearance, despite the rest of the game looking far more muted colour palette wise. We get a little shot of the newly redesigned, I guess you could call it, or perhaps just disheveled look of the play centre that the Sun and Moon animatronic inhabits. And what's really cool about this scene is we actually put on the Vanny mask. This is actually something I missed when I first watched it with you guys a minute ago, but you can see that Cassie puts on this mask and suddenly everything around her lights up. So we actually get to experience things exactly as Vanny did. If you guys remember in Security Breach, Vanny would have her eyes lit up and be exploring, and we can see now that this mask actually allowed her to see in the dark essentially. It was kind of like night vision. We're going to be able to actually explore the Pizzaplex, it looks like, with this sort of night vision mechanic thanks to the Vanny mask. Now I don't know if this will be limited to certain gameplay sections. I can't imagine we're going to be doing it for long periods of time, but I really hope we do get to play like this because this is a really cool way of like viewing our surroundings and being able to navigate the stage. And also I do wonder if the Vanny mask may corrupt Cassie while she's wearing it. And then maybe the viewpoint could switch to Gregory and he has to try and stop her. I'm not sure, that's just like a little theory I was thinking of off the top of my head there. Then the final shot, we actually get to see what looks to be a version of Bonnie, perhaps Glamrock Bonnie. Of course, Glamrock Bonnie was missing, and of course that was a big point of the story in the original game. If you looked into the like notes and the audio logs and stuff, there were some comments that Bonnie had been missing and he'd sort of disappeared. In fact, I made a whole theory on it. I'll actually link that at the end of this video for you guys so you understand what I'm talking about. One of the points raised in that theory was that Bonnie was used as the first animatronic test subject for Glitch Trap when Vanny was working out how she could hack the Pizzaplex, and so it is possible that this sort of digital version of Bonnie may actually be housing Glitch Trap now, or more precisely William Afton, and just like in Help Wanted, he exists as a sort of virus within the systems of the Pizzaplex. And that may mean that when we put on the Vanny mask, that Cassie is susceptible to attacks from this version of Bonnie, or rather Glitch Trap. Again, this is all theory work at the moment, guys, because we know very little about Ruin's storyline.
Don't give up on me yet.
At the end, we hear Gregory say, "Don't give up on me yet." And of course, we get the release date, July 2023 at the end, guys. Very excited for this. Of course, we will be doing a full playthrough on the channel when it releases, as well as the usual theory videos, story explains, and secrets videos. So look forward to all that. I will be covering it in full when it releases. If you guys have enjoyed this video and my little look at this new trailer, I'd appreciate it if you can leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for more videos just like this one, and I will see you all on the next one.